again, and Tom is going to hold that lead as they come off of the corner and head toward the start-finish line.
Martin made a much better corner that time. Did not lose the back end. He still lost a couple of car lengths, but last time, as Ned pointed out, lost about 10 car lengths.
Don't go away, friends. We are in the last 4 laps of this race, and it's anybody's at this moment. Not too far behind in 3rd position is Davey Allison, and 4th is Ricky Rudd.
If Davey can dodge the wreck, he might be in good shape.
If Tom Kendall goes on to win this race, he will join other drivers who in the 80s won their first career Winston Cup event on a road course. And among them, Tim Richmond, Ricky Rudd, and Bill Elliott. Now through turn number 6 again, headed onto the straightaway.
Well, I tell you, he's going to get all the pressure he can stand. Here's Martin now.
Yep.
Going to try it on the outside. This is a pass we've seen several times. They touch a little bit coming into the turn. Martin drives her in deep and locks the brakes. That won't get it. Well, here he comes. Back him on the outside. He might be able to do it. Oh! Again. Martin spins around and slams into the guardrail on the inside. Wow.
Martin has spun, is going to be able to pull away, however. He's going to put one of those tires in the middle of the racetrack, and Bobby Hillen hit it. A lot of action has been seen in turn number 7, Ned, where you are over the years, and we saw it again today as Martin
right here at the front now. As Dave Marcus gets together with a couple of cars, and he's down on the inside, so all kinds of action here in turn 7.
Man. Marcus is going to be able to get headed in the right direction, I believe.
He's got a left rear tire flat on the car. There's a lot of damage on that car. Okay, here's the replay. Martin coming in on the outside. He touched this a little bit before they got to the turn. Then Martin went wide, locked the right front brake. I thought that would have done away with his situation of being able to pass, but then he got out there and Kendall put the bumper to him.
And Davey Allison, meanwhile, has passed Kendall, and here comes Ricky Rudd to do likewise.
Yes, Davey Allison coming off turn 2 got underneath the car of Tom Kendall. It's almost like the Kendall car has the tire going down because the handle has just gone away on the Kendall car.
It could very well be, Benny, because he and Mark Martin had pretty heavy contact there, and it was the left front of Kendall's car that was up against the right rear of Mark Martin's car, so he could very well have cut a tire.
And out of nowhere comes Davey Allison to lead this race.
Where did he come from, Bob?
Isn't that the truth? He has been in the top 5 for most of the afternoon, but really hasn't been too spectacular. But now he finds himself in the lead, and Tom Kendall has a flat tire.
Well, you remember when Benny said just a couple of laps ago that Davey Allison was going to be in good shape if he could dodge the wreck? Well,
yep.
I thought it happened up there.
He dodged the wreck. And Ricky Rudd, if he can take on the victory, there's Tommy Kendall with all the cars going by him. I know Felix Sabates must be, Gary Nelson, the crew must be so sad. And Kendall can't get the car to turn, almost ran in the bank.
Yeah, he's struggling with that car, and it's a really tough break for Tom Kendall, but he has definitely proven himself as a great race driver for the future in Winston Cup racing.
And if Ricky Rudd can catch the 28 car of Davey Allison, he picks up the Unical Challenge, and it's worth, I think, about $45,000 this week, isn't it, Bob?
2 more laps to go. Yeah, the Unical bonus is $45,600. Davey Allison has less than 2 laps to go. Allison, of course, was the star during the month of May at Charlotte. He won the Winston. He won the Coca-Cola World 600, giving Ford their first victories of 1991. And now stands a chance of winning his second Winston Cup race in 3 outings. And Tom Kendall has taken the mellow yellow car behind the pit into the pits, and will be trying to get that tire changed on the car.
I would guess when he made contact with the 6th car that he knocked the tire flat, knocked the air out of the tire when he hit Mark Martin in that right rear quarter.
Yeah, he probably cut it, Benny, because they were hooked together there for a little bit, and they probably did cut the tire.
The question is, can Rudd catch Davey Allison?
Here he comes into turn 7, driving hard in there, trying to do that. He picks up a little bit on him coming into the turn, but Allison pulls away.
Allison leads Rudd down through the S's. That's Dave Marcus just ahead of Davey.
2004 Davey Allison
Yep.
win of a road course. Is this the checker or the white flag? I've lost track.
And coming up on the white flag, Benny. Here they are.
Rudd is there.
11. Oh, and Davey Allison is spun. Ricky Rudd now has the lead. All kinds of contact here in the last few laps. And the white flag flies for Ricky Rudd. Well, we'll see what happens here in the final lap.
Davey Allison did get the car going. He still is in second place.
Well, there's going to be some tempers flaring in the garage area.
Oh, you can say that again. Yep. Davey Allison had the lead and was tagged by Ricky Rudd in turn number 11, coming down for the white flag. NASCAR officials apparently talking over this situation. He's headed toward you for the final time, Ned.
Big Baby is not here
Comes
today.
into turn 7 here and in very good shape as the NASCAR officials talk over what they're going to do.
Davey Allison's crew looks on.
Davey's not too far behind him, too far behind him to catch him before they get back unless Rudd has a problem. But
I'll tell you what, that's not a happy bunch of campers we just saw in that tied pit. I don't know what's going on down there, but they didn't look like they were jumping up and down with joy, Ned.
Ricky Rudd brings the car once again down through the S's. This will be for the final time this afternoon. Now entering turn number 11, and Ricky Rudd is apparently going to receive the checkered flag and the win of the Banquet Frozen Foods 300. Here he comes, waving to the pit crew as he passes by. The black flag is shown to Ricky Rudd. Rudd is shown the black flag. Davey Allison is shown the checkered flag.
They did not give the win to Ricky Rudd, Bob.
No, they gave the black flag to Ricky Rudd as he came down and passed under the start-finish line. They waved the checkered flag to Davey Allison, and he apparently is going to win this race.
Well, why don't somebody jump up and down, guys?
they're confused. That's what that crew is. They don't know exactly what is going on.
Wow.
Wow is right.
I guess Rusty Wallace would finish second then, according to that. It looks like he's the car behind Davey Allison.
You're right. And Ernie Irvin, I believe, would finish third, then Schrader, and then Labonte, followed by Dale Earnhardt. Here's a replay, guys.
Going in turn 11, Davey takes a wide entry down in the corner. Ricky tries to get under him, just makes slight contact in the right rear. Around goes Davey. Rudd keeps the car going straight. Jerry Punch, can you answer any of our questions?
Well, I'm not sure, Benny. I'm with Waddell Wilson. Waddell, what happened in the last lap out there? You didn't get the checkered flag.
You know, I don't understand this. You know, I've been racing since '63, and this is about one of the darndest calls I've seen made in a long time. You know, they've told us in driver's meeting, the last lap you're on your own. But Ricky was not driving dirty. He touched him, sure, but they're in a hairpin turn, and I could have pushed the 28 car around with my hand. But, I mean, it would have been reversed. It wouldn't have made no difference. And, you know, these guys are out here trying to win the race, and it comes down to the last lap, and you know, you got to be able to race. And if they're going to take this away from us, this is totally wrong. I've seen it happen time and time again through the years, and they've never taken a race from no one yet doing this. If they do this, this is rotten.
Obviously, Waddell Wilson very upset. Let's check in with John Kernan.
I'm standing by with Davey's crew chief, Larry McReynolds. There's still a bit of confusion. They gave the black flag to Ricky, gave the checkered flag to you guys, but you haven't gotten any official word yet.
I don't see how it could be no confusion. You know, I worked with Ricky Rudd for 2 years, and that ain't Ricky Rudd's style. If they let him get by with that, you know, then I ain't got a whole lot to say about NASCAR's procedures. The 28 car, Texaco, Haviland Ford won the race, and that's the way it is.
Well, that's the view from here. Larry and his crew are heading down towards victory lane for now.
Well, Davey Allison did not complete the lap. He stopped and put in reverse and came back around and is already in victory lane.
I think there's going to be a crowd there in a minute, Bob.
Well, we're going to take a break and then find out what happens and who won the Banquet Frozen Foods 300.
Yeah.